2201 Inferno Alchemists. 3 days had passed since they entered the land of Inferno. Yuan suddenly noticed the cultivator's pace quickening, as though impatience, or something else, was driving him forward.
Is there something wrong?
Yuan asked him.
What?
The cultivator muttered as he turned to face Yuan, looking startled by the question.
You're speeding up, almost like you cannot wait to arrive at our destination. Isn't that obvious? The faster we reach our destination, the faster I get to go home,
he said. Yuan narrowed his eyes slightly and spoke.
What are you hiding? It'd be in your best interest to tell me the truth before you do something stupid. I'm not hiding anything.
The cultivator snapped, his tone firm, but the flicker of nervousness in his eyes betrayed him. Yuan fell silent for a moment before speaking again.
Let's see. What are the chances that instead of taking me to the burning tree, like I told you, you're actually bringing me to another location?
The cultivator's body twitched at his words. Seeing his reaction, Yuan continued with a cold smile.
What if you're actually taking me to the chaotic sect instead? That's nonsense. You're just making shit up.
The cultivator came to a halt and shouted with a flushed face.
If you want to kill me, just do it. There's no need for you to make excuses.
Yuan then said.
You know what? I don't trust you, but I'll still give you the benefit of the doubt. However, I must warn you. If you're actually taking me to the chaotic sect, things won't play out like you're hoping, and you'll be the reason for their destruction.
The cultivator didn't immediately respond, and after a moment of silence, he continued flying without a word. Yuan also didn't say anything and continued to follow him. Several days later, Yuan remarked.
According to you, we should have arrived at the burning tree by now. I accidentally took the wrong turn. We should arrive at our destination in 5 days. I apologize for the inconvenience,
he said.
Is that so? Be more careful this time.
Yuan didn't pursue the matter and patiently waited. After another 2 days, they came to a halt when an individual wearing red and gold robes blocked their path.
You're not allowed to go any further unless you want to offend the Azura clan. Turn around and leave,
said the man who was clearly from the Inferno Alchemists.
Unfortunately, I cannot do that, as I have some business with the Azura clan,
said Yuan. The alchemist immediately frowned at his words and replied.
The Azura clan? Who are you? And what is your relationship with them? We're something like friends, I guess.
The alchemist stared at Yuan with wide eyes filled with disbelief before he suddenly burst out laughing.
Ha! Friends. Surely, you must have a better lie than that. The Azura clan has no friends. Who are you to claim they have no friends? Are you that close with the Azura clan?
Yuan questioned, which instantly halted the alchemist's laughter.
If you claim to be his friend, what is your name? We'll ask the Azura clan about you, and if you turn out to be lying, tell them Tianxian is here to see them. If I am lying, you can turn me into dog food, or whatever you want.
Yuan responded with a confident smile.
Don't worry, I'll do just that. Until we can confirm your identity, you'll have to stay with us at the Inferno Alchemist headquarters. After all, we don't want you to run away after making such a bold claim. How long will this take?
Yuan asked.
I don't know, since it's not like we can contact the Azura clan as we please.
After a moment of silence, Yuan nodded.
All right.
Although he didn't say it out loud, he decided to give them a month at most. If they couldn't contact the Azura clan by then, he would head to the burning tree by force.
What about me? I have brought you to your destination, so...
The cultivator from the chaotic sect said. Yuan silently glared at him for a moment before responding.
Yes, as promised, you're free to go. Thank you.
Without hesitation, the cultivator immediately turned around and began fleeing like his life depended on it. Even as he put distance between them, Yuan's voice trailed after him.
When you return, try to convince the chaotic sect not to seek revenge. You wouldn't want to squander the second life I gave you, do you? What was that about?
Asked the alchemist.
Oh, don't worry about him. He was just a guide. Whatever. Follow me.
Yuan nodded, and he and Mu Xuelian followed the alchemist back to the Inferno Alchemists' headquarters. A day later, they arrived at the Inferno Alchemists' headquarters, a place built like a sect but on a much smaller scale. When they arrived, the alchemist brought Yuan to a guest house before leaving to report the situation to his superiors. Of course, he didn't leave Yuan and Mu Xuelian unsupervised and had several people guard their place.
What? A friend of the Azura clan? What nonsense is that?
The elders almost couldn't believe their ears and were very dismissive about the situation.
They're definitely just some troublemaker trying to reach the spirit tree. Fools like them occasionally show up, right? Just kill them and save the trouble. We cannot bother the Azura clan over such insignificant issues.
However, the alchemist who brought Yuan to their headquarters said.
That's what I thought at first too, but he's unlike the others. There's something different about him. and he's strangely confident. Otherwise, he wouldn't have followed me back here. What if he's telling the truth? If we act too prematurely without even investigating a little and accidentally kill someone close to the Azura clan, wouldn't that spell the end of our faction?
The elders found logic behind the alchemist's words, and the room quickly fell silent as they pondered their situation more seriously. 2202 The Chaotic Sect's response.
What Alchemist Shun said is logical. If those two are truly connected to the Azura clan in some way, and we kill them, it'd spell the end of our faction.
One of the elders said, breaking the silence.
Then what should we do with them? The chances of them being friends with the Azura clan are slim to none, and if we bother the Azura clan, it might affect our relationship with them,
said another elder.
Why don't we hold off on contacting the Azura clan and examine them for a little while before we make any decision? That's a good idea. We could just stall this for a little. If they turn out to be troublemakers, we'll kill them.
Though the Inferno Alchemist stance might seem excessive, it revealed the depth of their fear toward the Azura clan. In the primordial realm, even something as simple as approaching them to confirm an identity was anything but simple.
I'll let them know,
said Alchemist Shen, who guided Yuan and Mu Xuelian to their headquarters. While the elders continued to contemplate the situation some more, Alchemist Shen returned to Yuan's guest house.
We'll be sending someone to the Azura clan to confirm your identity soon,
Alchemist Shen said to Yuan.
So, how long is this going to take? I'm not sure, but we'll let you know immediately when we receive an answer.
Yuan narrowed his eyes slightly and said,
There's no way it should take more than a few hours, a few days at most. Don't you have something to contact them directly?
Alchemist Shen looked at him with a dumbfounded face and said,
Only our leader has direct communication with the Azura clan, but even then, he can only use it during emergencies.
Yuan sighed out loud.
Why are they so hard to contact?
Alchemist Shen remained silent.
In any case, we just need to wait, right? All right, but don't take too long. Thank you for your understanding.
Meanwhile, at the Chaotic Sect, the cultivator who managed to survive revealed the situation to the sect leader and other elders.
What did you say? A mere true immortal killed 4 god ascension cultivators. Do you really expect me to believe that?
The leader of the Chaotic Sect angrily shouted after receiving this news from the sole survivor.
I swear on my soul it's true.
The room fell silent for a moment.
Sect leader Zhu, we must avenge Elder Z and the others.
One of the elders suddenly exclaimed.
How dare that bastard kill people from our chaotic sect? Our elders, no less.
Hearing that they wanted revenge, the cultivator quickly said.
No, we shouldn't.
Everyone in the room turned to look at the cultivator with deep frowns on their faces.
Elder Jiang, what are you saying? Are you telling us not to avenge Elder Z and the others? Are you out of your damn mind? Did you get brainwashed by that bastard or something, Elder Jiang? Why you don't understand? That guy wasn't human. He killed everyone in the blink of an eye, and he did so with immense ease. He might also have connections with the Azura clan.
Elder Jiang exclaimed.
The Azura clan?
The atmosphere in the room instantly changed at the mere mention of the Azura clan.
Elder Jiang.
The sect leader suddenly spoke in a chilling tone, causing him to tremble.
Putting the issue with the Azura clan aside, are you claiming that a single immortal is stronger than the entire chaotic sect, so we should not offend him? That's...
Elder Jiang could not find a proper response. After a moment of silence, he shook his head and responded.
No, unless he's as powerful as the head of the Azura clan, there's no way a single person could threaten our chaotic sect. I apologize. It seems I haven't been thinking straight from fear. Very well. Now, let's get back to the other subject. You said he has a connection with the Azura clan. How certain are you on that? That's... Honestly, I'm not very certain. He had me bring him to the burning tree. If he truly had a connection with the Azura clan, he wouldn't need me to take him there. However, there's something about him that reminds me of those from the Azura clan.
The sect leader stood up and said.
Regardless of whether he's related to the Azura clan or not, I will not let someone who killed 4 of our people get away with it. Gather all of the elders. We're going to avenge the others. As you command.
A week later, at the Inferno Alchemists' headquarters.
Master, we have an emergency. The Chaotic Sect's leader and many of their members are currently at our gates. The Chaotic Sect? What do they want from us?
The leader of the Inferno Alchemist was immediately alarmed by this news.
They're demanding your presence, and that's all we know. What a bunch of arrogant bastards. Are they trying to start a war with us, or something?
The leader of the Inferno Alchemist went to meet with the Chaotic Sect shortly after.
Sect Leader Zhu, what is the meaning of this? To show up unannounced with so many of your elders. Are you trying to invade us? Do you not fear the Azura clan?
Sect Leader Zhu quickly responded.
Don't worry, Leader Yang. We have no business with the Inferno Alchemist today. We're here for that bastard who came to your place recently. The one who's trying to go to the burning tree. Is he still here?
Leader Yang responded.
Yes, he's still here. Why are you looking for him? That bastard killed 4 of our elders, and we're here to make him pay for his crimes. What?
Leader Yang wore a dumbfounded look on his face as he was fed this information.
Are you sure you have the right person? That man is only a true immortal, and your elders are all at least God Ascension cultivators. Yet you claim he killed 4 of them.
He asked. 2203 The Chaotic Sect's Revenge.
I'm aware of how ridiculous it sounds, but it is the truth,
said Sect Leader Zhu. After a moment of silence, Leader Yang responded.
I understand your situation. Unfortunately, I cannot just hand him over to you. Why are you protecting him? First of all, he is our guest. If we hand him over simply because you demand it, our reputation will be tarnished. Second, and more importantly, that man may have ties to the Azura clan. I trust one don't need to spell out what that means,
said Leader Yang.
Haha.
Sect Leader Zhu suddenly burst out laughing.
Don't tell me that man actually managed to fool the Inferno Alchemists with such an obvious lie.
Leader Yang narrowed his eyes slightly and replied.
Are you saying that he's lying about being connected with the Azura clan? Do I really have to answer such an obvious question? Do you have any proof to back up your claim? Although we don't have proof that he's connected with the Azura clan, we also don't have evidence that he's lying to us. It's better to be safe than sorry. Proof? I don't need such a thing. Even an idiot can tell that he's lying. Then I may be an idiot. Can you enlighten me?
Sect Leader Zhu fell silent, as he did not have a proper response.
Enough of the chit-chat. Regardless of whether he's related to the Azura clan or not, it's a fact that he killed 4 of my elders. This will be my last time asking. Will you hand him over to us or not?
Sect Leader Zhu's aura suddenly started increasing.
And what are you going to do if we refuse your demands? Attack us? Do you not fear the Azura clan's wrath? Don't worry, we won't harm the Inferno Alchemists. However, we will drag him back with us, even if we have to be a little forceful.
Leader Yang fell silent. The Inferno Alchemists numbered barely 100. If the Chaotic Sect truly wished to annihilate them, resistance would be futile. However, due to their connection with the Azura clan, the Chaotic Sect wouldn't dare to do such a thing. Moreover, so long as no harm befell the Inferno Alchemists directly, the Chaotic Sect believed there was a good chance the Azura clan would overlook the matter. If we hand Tian Xian over to them, we would look like pushovers, and if he happened to really be connected to the Azura clan, we would have no excuse. However, if we refuse and they forcefully take him away, our reputation would still take a blow, but at least, we can tell the Azura clan that we had no choice since we're no match for the Chaotic Sect. After weighing the choices, Leader Yang gave his answer.
My answer is no. We won't hand him over to you. If you want to take him, you'll have to do it with force.
This way, the Inferno Alchemists wouldn't be held responsible for Yuan's death. Sect Leader Zhu sneered before commanding the hundreds of disciples that came with him.
You heard him. Search every nook and cranny and bring that bastard back to me. Yes.
At his command, the Chaotic Sect's disciples invaded the Inferno Alchemists' territory to look for Yuan.
Leader, what should we do? Are we really going to stand here and let them invade our territory? Even if they're not here for us, they've crossed a line they shouldn't.
The elders of the Inferno Alchemists asked as they watched the sea of disciples fly past them. Leader Yang shook his head and said,
There's nothing we can do but let the Azura clan deal with them.
He turned to glare at Sect Leader Zhu and spoke angrily.
You'll regret this, Sect Leader Zhu.
In response, Sect Leader Zhu merely sneered with disdain. Meanwhile, Yuan stopped studying the Mystic Sword tablet and sighed out loud.
Looks like I have guests. Need my help?
Mu Xiulian asked as she watched him stand up and approach the exit.
I'll be fine.
Stepping outside, Yuan spotted dozens of black-robed cultivators prowling the area, banging on doors as they wandered from house to house like a bunch of law enforcers looking for a fugitive.
They sure brought a lot of trash.
Yuan sighed.
Hey, I think that's him.
One of the disciples shouted when he saw Yuan.
You might be right. He matches the description.
Yuan smiled and calmly spoke out loud.
If you're looking for the one who killed your elders, you've definitely found him. It's him. Someone let the elders know that we have found him.
The disciples immediately surrounded Yuan and his building. Yuan swept the crowd with a mocking gaze.
Not a single God Ascension among you. What do you expect to accomplish here? With our sect leader and most of the elders present, resistance would be pointless. Do the sensible thing and surrender yourself peacefully. Peace. You forfeited that option when you came here for revenge, even though I warned you. Or did that one-eye spare not tell you not to come here? Shut up. Who do you think you are, telling us what to do? Did you really expect us not to seek revenge after you killed 4 of our elders?
One of them snarled, his tone full of killing intent.
No, I figured you would come after me. However, I still held on to some hope. Anyway, let's kill some time before your elders arrive, shall we?
Before the disciples could even react, Yuan struck first. With most of them being at the immortal realm, it took him little effort to cut them down. Of course, he didn't wield any weapon and used only his supreme sword aura. In mere moments, Yuan reduced their numbers by half, staining the place with their blood.
What a monster! How is he this powerful when we have the same cultivation? Fuck, I can see how he defeated our elders.
Until they faced Yuan's overwhelming might firsthand, most of the disciples had doubted that he could have slain their elders.
We must keep him here until the elders arrive at all costs.
2204 Unfathomable Killing Intent.
Keep me here.
A smile appeared on Yuan's face as he stopped his killing spree.
I believe there is a misunderstanding. I have no intention of going anywhere, much less running away. Do you really believe you can defeat the chaotic sect by yourself? Our leader is at the 7th level of God Ascension Powerhouse. He's not someone you can even touch, let alone defeat. 7th level, huh? It might be a little difficult, but it's definitely doable.
The disciples stared at him with stunned disbelief. After a moment of silence, they all burst out laughing.
Haha, he really thinks he could defeat our sect leader. What a fool. That's already beyond foolishness.
Meanwhile, at the sect leader's location.
Sect leader, elders, we have found that bastard,
declared the disciple who left to find them.
Oh, take us there. Right away.
Sect leader Zhu and the elders hurried after the disciple to Yuan's guest house. What greeted them there left them stunned. The ground was strewn with the mutilated corpses of their disciples, blood soaking the earth in a grisly scene.
Took you long enough,
said Yuan, who was casually sitting by his doorstep.
I am possible. He killed all of them in such a short time.
The disciple who went to find the others was terrified. After all, it had only been 10 minutes at most since he left.
You bastard.
Sect leader Zhu growled through clenched teeth, fury blazing in his eyes.
Not only did you kill 4 of our elders, but you also slaughtered dozens of our disciples now. You must be the sect leader,
said Yuan after noticing his cultivation at the 7th level of God Ascension.
Didn't you get my warning? I warned you that if you came after me after I spared one of your elders, that I would kill all of you, right?
Yuan's gaze shifted to Elder Jiang, whom he'd spared.
Who do you think you are to threaten my chaotic sect? Not even the Azura clan has threatened us.
Sect leader Zhu roared.
And you killed 4 of our elders. Do you really expect us to sit back and pretend it never happened? Why are you making it sound like I killed your elders for no reason? In the first place, your elders tried to rob and kill me, something you approved of. Was it wrong for me to kill them? Am I not allowed to defend myself? You should count yourself lucky I didn't visit the chaotic sect to kill you. And yet here you are, marching to my door. You must really have a death wish.
Sect leader Zhu trembled, his blood boiling with rage. For millions of years, no one, not even the other powerhouses, had dared speak to him in such a manner. Yet now, a mere immortal stood before him, looking down on him as if he were nothing. A powerful aura erupted from sect leader Zhu, flooding the air with a torrent of killing intent. Sensing his killing intent, even his own disciples trembled in fear. Of all the foes Yuan had faced in this life, none radiated more killing intent than sect leader Zhu, a testament to the countless lives he had already taken. After countless eras, few cultivators from the primordial era still remained, and sect leader Zhu was one of the rare survivors. Thus, it made sense for him to exude such killing intent.
Look at you, paralyzed with fear from nothing more than my killing intent.
Sect leader Zhu sneered, watching Yuan stand motionless, eyes slightly widened. A cold smile curved Yuan's lips.
Fear? I'll admit, your killing intent is impressive, but only in the eyes of ordinary people. Haha, still pretending to be tough, huh? Then how about this?
Sect leader Zhu unleashed the full extent of his killing intent, so dense and potent that it began to take form in the air, a feat Yuan himself had displayed before. With this much killing intent filling the air, the disciples around him, including the elders, subconsciously started backing away. Channeling his killing intent, sect leader Zhu forged a spear of crimson and black, its tip leveled menacingly at Yuan.
Let's see if you can still act so arrogantly after having a taste of my killing intent.
Yuan watched calmly as the spear hurtled toward him, making no move to evade. It pierced straight through his body, yet left no wound. Unlike sword aura or spiritual energy, pure killing intent held no power to inflict physical harm despite its seemingly solid form, which was why it passed through him so effortlessly. Instead, killing intent assailed the mind. For those lacking mental strength or unaccustomed to its pressure, it could shatter their mind, leaving them a hollow shell, or worse, killing them outright. Sect leader Zhu and the others watched with smug expressions, waiting for Yuan to break into screams. Yet, that moment did not come. Yuan slowly closed his eyes, and at once the atmosphere shifted. A red aura seeped from his body, spreading through the air and draping the place in an ominous presence.
What is this?
The disciples' eyes widened as killing intent poured from Yuan's body, swelling with each passing moment until it rivaled sect leader Zhu's killing intent. But Yuan's killing intent did not stop, it surged higher and higher until it pierced the black sky. His eyes bled crimson, and behind him unfurled a pair of ominous wings, seemingly wrought from blood itself. This is... Sect leader Zhu swallowed hard, his eyes wide with disbelief and horror. Yuan's killing intent didn't just eclipse his own. It devoured it, swallowing his aura whole. Despite the countless lives he had taken over tens of millions of years, sect leader Zhu could not even begin to fathom how many Yuan must have slain to cultivate such unfathomable killing intent. Meanwhile, not far from their location and hidden within its own dimension, a handsome middle-aged man with sharp features suddenly opened his eyes, revealing irises of deep violet.
This killing intent.
He murmured, a flicker of nostalgia stirring within him. 2205 Fighting Sect Leader Zhu.
This killing intent. It feels familiar.
The middle-aged man murmured as he rose to his feet, stepping onto the surface of a small, tranquil pond where he had been seated in meditation. After a moment of silence, he spoke in a slightly loud and clear voice.
Xiao Meilin.
In the next moment, a tall and beautiful woman with facial features similar to Xiao Hua but much more mature appeared before him like a ghost.
Is this about the killing intent?
She asked. He nodded.
Investigate it. Could it be him?
The man turned to look at a certain object in the distance and responded after a moment of pause.
It's a little earlier than anticipated, but it's possible.
A broad and somewhat sadistic smile appeared on Xiao Meilin's face.
I'll be back,
she said before vanishing like smoke. She disappeared the next instant. Back at the Inferno Alchemists' headquarters, once Yuan's killing intent stopped increasing, he created a sword using it.
Do you dare to experience my killing intent?
Yuan asked in a provocative tone as he glared at sect leader Zhu.
That's...
Sect leader Zhu hesitated. Meanwhile, his disciples were all shaking uncontrollably just from being in the presence of Yuan's killing intent.
What's with the hesitation? Don't tell me you're afraid.
Yuan laughed, his voice dripping with mockery.
Do not underestimate me.
Sect leader Zhu roared, taking Yuan's obvious bait as he flung his arms wide in a defiant, inviting gesture. Without a word, Yuan flicked his sleeve, launching the sword of killing intent straight into sect leader Zhu's chest.
Sect leader.
His disciples cried in alarm, their confidence in his strength wavering as worry clouded their eyes. In the next instant, sect leader Zhu's pupils blew wide, his eyes darkening until nearly black. He threw his head back and screamed in agony.
Ah!
An unfathomable surge of killing intent flooded into him, dragging his mind into a torrent of unending nightmares.
Sect leader. You bastard. What did you do to our sect leader? There's no way that was just your killing intent. He must have used some sort of technique.
However, Yuan ignored them and continued watching sect leader Zhu writhe in pain.
Kill him.
One of the elders suddenly pointed at Yuan and roared. Though fear gnawed at them, hundreds of disciples hurled themselves at Yuan, their own killing intent blazing. Yuan said nothing, and he simply awakened the true dragon within and advanced to meet them head-on. While sect leader Zhu battled Yuan's killing intent in the depths of his mind, his disciples clashed with Yuan in reality. 1 minute, 3 minutes, 10 minutes. It took sect leader Zhu 13 grueling minutes, but at last he broke free from Yuan's killing intent. Yet the reality that awaited him was not much better than the nightmares. Not only the ground, but even Yuan's guest house was drenched in blood, its walls adorned with severed limbs and spilled entrails. In the time it took sect leader Zhu to break out of Yuan's killing intent, Yuan had slaughtered half of his disciples.
What? What is this?
He muttered with a look of disbelief. Yuan shrugged.
Don't look at me. They attacked me first. Why, you bastard?
Once sect leader Zhu snapped out of his daze and understood the situation more clearly, his body erupted with killing intent and spiritual energy.
I'll skin you alive.
Sect leader Zhu lunged at Yuan while wielding a mythic-grade spear. Yuan produced number 1 under heaven and enhanced himself with chaotic essence to confront the sect leader.
A soul weapon.
Sect leader Zhu almost couldn't believe his eyes when he saw Yuan's weapon, as there was no soul weapon in the primordial realm, at least until today. In fact, mythic grade was the highest quality of treasure that could be found within the primordial realm. Sect leader Zhu was not only injured and drained from resisting Yuan's killing intent, but his weapon was also far inferior. His sole advantage lay in his cultivation at the 7th level of God Ascension, and if not for that, he would have already fallen to Yuan within 100 exchanges. There's no way. The watching disciples were struck speechless, their faces etched with disbelief. None of them could comprehend how their sect leader struggled against Yuan, a mere true immortal that he should have been able to crush with a flick of his finger. The elders eventually snapped out of their daze and shouted.
We need to help the sect leader.
Without hesitation, they joined the battle against Yuan.
By the heavens, what am I watching right now?
The alchemists watching from afar were utterly bewildered. Yuan's overwhelming prowess, effortlessly suppressing the chaotic sect alone, stirred memories of the Azura clan. Don't tell me he actually has connections to the Azura clan. Leader Yang swallowed nervously and couldn't help but feel relieved that they didn't act too hastily and try to kill Yuan. Not only would they have been slaughtered, but they would have also offended the Azura clan.
This feeling.
Leader Yang's brows shot up, and he quickly turned away from the battle before him as he sensed a familiar presence suddenly approaching their direction at the speed of light. Before Leader Yang could even gather his thoughts, the owner of the presence appeared before the alchemists like a ghost, startling them. However, when they saw and recognized this person's beautiful face, they became even more terrified.
Crimson Empress. We greet the Crimson Empress.
Leader Yang and the alchemists instinctively bowed. Yet the woman gave them no notice, as though they didn't exist, and her gaze fixed solely on the two figures locked in battle nearby, or more specifically, the handsome man wielding a great sword.
Ah!
The Crimson Empress suddenly released a euphoric moan.
At last, you've returned.
Congratulations, you have finished listening